Good morning, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Stone, and this is your grammar lesson for the week. We are doing lessons 24 and 25 together because they're both over adjectives. The second one is over articles, but articles are adjectives, and when you talk about articles, you're talking about a, an, and the. And so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So you should have your workbook page just from the assignment sheet, and let's get ready to go. So it talks about an adjective, and when you talk about an adjective, adjectives always describe nouns. It will tell you what kind, and it can also tell you how many. All right, and so it says an adjective usually comes before the noun it describes. We've covered adjectives in the past when we've talked about writing. When I tell you I want you to use descriptive words or I want you to use juicy words, those are adjectives. And so I think you're all familiar with that. I've even told you that some adjectives in my room are outlawed. You know, you can't say great or good or nice or something like that, some boring adjectives. So we've talked about adjectives in the past, and so you shouldn't have a whole lot of trouble with this lesson. It says when two or more adjectives describe the same noun, the order in which they appear follows a pattern. So when you're writing a whole list of adjectives, you're always going to put the number first, okay? And then it follows, if you look at that list, it says adjectives that describe a number come before adjectives that describe size, shape, color, and other qualities. So that right there is the order adjectives are listed in. So it says 2 white swans have built a nest there. So the number comes first, 2. What color is it? White. And it's a swan. They used many dry twigs. Now, in this case, it's a little, you think about it, you don't think many as a number, but it is a number. It's telling you that there's many of them. All right, so many dry twigs. Twigs is the noun. They're both modifying. An adjective can also come after the noun it describes. This usually happens when the adjective follows a form of the verb be. We've talked about this, about a linking verb. There's something in the end of the sentence that describes the subject of the sentence. And so it says the swan's nest is round. Well, what is round? The nest. Whose nest? Swans. Okay, so swans and round in that case are both adjectives describing the noun nest. Look at the second one. It says the eggs are white. What are white? The eggs. The eggs is the noun or the subject of the sentence, and it's connected by the little word are, which in this case is a linking verb. You note it is not a helping verb because there's not a main verb after it. So it has to be a linking verb. All right, so let's look at your practice set A. And this is extremely easy because they were extremely nice to you and they gave you the noun. See, I wouldn't have given you the noun, but I guess they're nicer than I am. So anyway, they've given you the noun in bold, okay? And what they want you to do is they want you to circle the adjective, and then they want you to write the adjective or adjectives on the line. So this is just a hint when you're taking a test. Look at that last line. It says, then write the adjective. And then you see that little S in parentheses? That basically means there can be one adjective or there can be more than one adjective for the answers. All right, so let's look at number 1. It says, a patient swan sits on the nest. They have bold-faced swan. So that's the noun they're looking at. What kind of swan? Well, it's going to be a patient one. So they want you to circle the word patient, and then they want you to write it on the line. All right, I think that this, well, I'll go ahead and do number 2 just because this one has an example of more than one. All right, so look at the next one. It says, she protects 3 small eggs. Eggs is in boldface. That's the noun they're talking about. And so this one has 2, 3 and small, and so then they want you to write 3 and small on the line. Probably should have separated those with commas, but I did it. All right, so I want you to go ahead and do 3 through 10 by yourself. You should not have any problems with this, but when you're done with it, I want you to come back and we'll check your answers. All right, now that you are back, the next one says the nest is near a beautiful lake. What kind of lake? A beautiful lake. The swan chose a safe location for the nest. What kind of location? A safe location. Tall grass surrounds the nest. What kind of grass? Tall. Few enemies bother the birds here. How many enemies? Few. The eggs are large. Eggs are what? Large. Remember, that is a linking verb. It is linking, actually the arrow should be going the other way, large back to the word eggs. The babies have sharp beaks. What kind of beaks? Sharp. Their beaks break the hard eggshells. What kind of eggshells? Hard. And then number 10, soon the babies are free. The babies are what? Free. That's another one of those linking verbs. They're linking free back to the word babies. All right. So hopefully you did not have any problems with this page. It was pretty straightforward, and they gave you the noun that they're trying to, they want you to see what adjectives modify. Okay, modify just means tells about. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our next lesson. Flip over to lesson 25. It's on the words a, and these. We call these articles. It says special adjectives a, and the are called articles. These small words come before nouns. All right, so the reason why this is with adjectives is because those three little words are adjectives. If you look at that, a raccoon. Which raccoon? A. It means a. So that's telling you one. All right. And then the other, an otter, the animals. Which animal? The animals. All right. The articles a and an refer to any person, place, or thing. The article the refers to a specific person, place, or thing. So I think you guys all have the hang of this. I think the thing that you have to just really remember is that you use a if the noun starts with a consonant. You use an if the noun starts with a vowel sound. Now, here is the tricky part. What would you do if you have the word honest? Okay. Is it going to be an honest person or a honest person? It's actually going to be an. Okay, the reason why is because if you say the word honest, you're not saying honest, you're saying honest. So it starts with a vowel sound. I know it starts with a consonant letter, but it starts with a vowel sound. And so you're going to use the little word an. All right, so you have to just be real careful about those. You can use the before both singular and plural nouns. So look at the last example that they've given you. The facts, which is plural, about the insect, which is not plural, singular, surprised me. And I notice that when I talk, when I say the facts, okay, usually I don't know why, I say the in front of a plural noun, and I say the in front of a singular noun. I don't know if that's a rule. I have no idea, but that's just the way I do it. All right, so let's take a look at practice set A. It says some sentences have more than one article. Circle each article and write it on the line. The first one is done for you. Man, these people are nice. So I went through, or they went through, and they circled all of the articles. And in this sentence, it's going to be A and D. All right? And then they circled them, and then they put them on the line. So this is easy peasy. Shouldn't have any problems with it. The only thing you're going to have problems with is if you just go too fast and you skip right over the top of it. So I want you to do number 2 through 10 on your own. And when you're finished, I want you to come back and check your answers. Okay, now that you are back, let's buzz through this quickly and see if you got these right. Number 2, you should have circled just the letter A. That's all there is in that whole long sentence. One article. Okay. Number 3, you should have circled an and the, and then written them on the line. Number 4, there are more than 20 muscles in the ear of a cat. You should have circled the or the ear and then a for cat in front of cat. Number 5, an insect buzzes because of the movement of its wings. Now, I hope a lot of you did not circle its because that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for articles. And so you should have circled an and the. I have no idea why this renumbered, but just forget the numbers and go to the next one. A cockroach can run 1 meter per second. You should have circled A and put it on the line. Number, I guess on here it says 2, but on your book it's 7. You should have the and a on the line. Don't forget to circle them. The next one, number 8. A snail can sleep for 3 years. Circle A and put it on the line. The next one, number 9. Wolves don't howl more often when the moon is full. Okay, you just have one in there and it is the. The last one, number 10. A shark's mouth has 6 to 20 rows of teeth. Is there anything in there? There is. Just one. Very beginning of the sentence. That should have been simple, easy peasy. And like I said, the only reason why you missed them probably is because you were just trying to do it too quickly. So that's your lesson for today. You're going to play an adjective game in class tomorrow. And so I will see you at school tomorrow. Have a great day.